Over 13,000 illegal aliens convicted of murder currently reside in the U.S., and this fact stirs up serious concerns regarding public safety and the effective management of our borders. This alarming statistic reveals underlying systemic issues that persist within our immigration enforcement protocols, urging us all to seek solutions. In the midst of this dialogue, Vice President Harris's campaign advertisement paints her as a formidable figure in enforcing border regulations. However, when we closely examine her actual record, it appears that her focus leans more towards addressing state-level offenses rather than tackling the serious issue of international smuggling. This dissonance inevitably raises questions about her credibility and the commitment of our leaders to genuinely safeguard our borders. Since President Biden and Vice President Harris assumed leadership, we have witnessed 1.2 million reported encounters at the U.S. borders, a striking increase compared to previous administrations. This surge not only marks a significant shift in immigration trends, but it also calls for an urgent reflection on how we manage and respond to these challenges. As we navigate through these complex issues, the speaker draws parallels to the impeachment of Donald Trump, advocating for a similar level of scrutiny on our current leaders regarding their handling of immigration. This comparison serves as a reminder that accountability in governance must remain a priority, regardless of the political landscape. Amidst this ongoing debate, critics voice their concerns that the influx of immigrants is placing immense strain on local resources and disrupting established community cultures. Such challenges ignite tension among residents, and yet, these issues are often downplayed by advocates of open border policies. It is crucial that we listen to all voices in this conversation. The families of victims affected by these immigration policies find themselves deeply scarred, feeling neglected by leaders who seem to prioritize open borders over the pressing need for public safety. Their anguish is heightened by a belief that justice is being sidelined, and it's essential that we acknowledge their pain as we push for comprehensive reform. Furthermore, the glaring lack of communication between the Vice President and Border Patrol chiefs underscores significant issues in leadership and crisis management at our borders. This disconnect emphasizes the urgent need for cohesive strategies to effectively address border security. As we delve deeper, the dismantling of effective Trump-era border policies emerges as a crucial factor contributing to the escalating border challenges we face today. Specific policies that were designed to mitigate issues, such as the trafficking of dangerous substances like fentanyl, were cast aside, leaving us vulnerable. Adding to this complexity, criticism surrounds the bipartisan border bill that ultimately failed in the Senate. This failure signifies ongoing struggles in achieving effective border security legislation amid persistent political disagreements that need to be addressed. In the midst of these legislative debates, it becomes evident that the allocated funding, merely $7 billion to Customs and Border Protection in contrast to the staggering $60 billion provided to Ukraine, illustrates a concerning disparity in national priorities. We must scrutinize how resources are allocated in order to strengthen our own borders. In response to these pressing issues, Donald Trump has proposed immediate actions, including the ban on sanctuary cities and the reinstatement of the Remain in Mexico policy once back in office. These decisive measures aim to restore order and security in our immigration processes. Ultimately, this video drives home a powerful message. Immigration ought to serve the interests of our nation, not become a mere political football. It is vital that our leaders prioritize domestic security above all, ensuring that our policies reflect the core values of safety and community welfare.